Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to your Thursday podcast with a Thursday Lucy
G'day, and how you going?
and a Thursday Casey.
Yo.
As we said earlier in the week, we're talking about tea and the fact that Lucy loves it. And what are you sampling today on the podcast, Luce?
French Earl Grey.
French Earl Grey.
It smells.
Like the French?
Oh, listen to this.
Oh.
So good.
So good.
But it kind of tastes like black tea with a flower in it.
I don't think that's unnecessarily a bad review of a tea. Tea
It's
does
okay.
taste like black water with some sort of plant in it.
Well, this has, if you want to know what is French Earl Grey, it's got vanilla, it's got rose petals and lavender.
It's a lavender. I can taste that.
And of course the bergamot flavour, which is the Earl Grey. Yeah. So I think that's what you're tasting is I actually think it's more vanilla-y than anything.
And it's from the French. Something else that Lucy's very into and has been into for quite some time, and I'd love to get her thoughts on it because we are a podcast that does deal with things that are happening in real time. I don't know a lot about it, but there's a new documentary series going to be released by Kylie Minogue, everyone.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal, really, because she is an icon, not just of Australia, but of the world.
Yep.
And you're going to get some behind the scenes where she came from, where she went, and where she is now.
Yeah, look, she's done a few docos before, but this is a big one, a Netflix one, so there's big money behind it. And it's a 3-part series, and it's got a lot of home footage she's never shown before. So I'm really excited about it. I actually know someone who worked on it, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
You?
Oh.
No, not me, but I was actually being filmed for another documentary, and those people who worked on that one said, we actually have just been filming Kylie's. And I said, you can't tell me anything, can you? And they were like, nope. Wow. And I was like, but it's still cool to know.
Because I think we often forget just how Australian royalty the Minogue family is.
Oh, they're the best of us.
Especially when we
shout
think-
out to Ron and Carol who live here in Melbourne.
Especially when we think about Danny and all of her work through Young Talent Time. And then Kylie and all her work through Neighbours into the musical careers.
And don't forget Brendan, the brother. He's a well-known cameraman for Channel 9.
I think Brendan likes to be forgotten, doesn't he?
He does not like to be photographed or talked about at all. And I actually once performed for him and I said, can I have a photo? And he said, yes, but you're never to post it. And I was like, no problem. So I've got a photo of me and lovely Brendan, but I've never ever posted, which I never will because I respect him.
This is a really weird question, but it's the podcast and I'd love to know. Does he resemble a Minogue? Just Kylie and Danny are very Minogue-ish.
Yes.
And I don't know what a male Minogue looks like.
Well, let me tell you this. Danny and Kylie look like their mum Carol. And Brendan looks exactly like his dad, Ron. So there you go.
I
so
don't
the
know what
genes
that means,
run
Casey, but-
strong. Well, there's quite a few photos of Ron and Carol popping around the internet. And I've met Ron and Carol as well. They were at one of my shows and they came backstage and said hello. And they were all the loveliest people you'll ever meet, the Minogues. They're down to earth.
Are they on record as to what they get up to in life?
Well, they're retired. Carol was a dancer back in, before she had her
Wow.
girls. And I think Ron has run really the kids' businesses, Kylie, Danny, Brendan Enterprises. So he's run all the financials, all the properties, everything. He's been like running their empire for the whole family.
Wow.
And he's been on boards and things. And I think he's into classic cars. He loves cars and car collecting. So
Kudos to him for keeping the Minogue machine on track, because a lot of the time when you've got a famous sort of celebrity sibling or a celebrity child and then the parents get involved, it doesn't go all that well at all.
Yeah.
So well done to them.
no, they are all salt of the earth kind of people. They live in Camberwell here in Melbourne. They're a fixture on Burke Road.
Maybe
So-
they'll be a part of the documentary series. Who knows?
Who knows? They're really lovely people. I was so honoured to meet them. I was so touched getting to meet them. Got a big cuddle from them and they were the sweetest people. I was so nervous back in the day, and this was quite a long time ago. I met all the Minogues and I was just so scared they were going to be like, who do you think you are impersonating our daughter? But then they saw, I think, the quality of our show, the fact I've been doing it for 23 years now. I think they realise that I'm just a free promo for their daughter around the world. Not that she needs it at all, but they were so kind, and the Minogues have been so very, very lovely to me. So I will defend them forever. Not that they need defending because they're the sweetest people.
Speaking of quality and speaking of who does she think she is, it's time for
Lucy's Ridiculous Footy Tips.
Round 7 of Lucy's ridiculous footy tipping. Now, a couple of things we need to address before we get into the footy tipping. First, we need to address the fact that you, last Thursday on the podcast, purchased us all
Hats.
our very, very
Tipping
own
hats.
individual team-branded AFL
hats.
footy headgear,
Yeah.
which I'm wearing right now.
You're wearing a Saints hat. I'm wearing.
Lucy doesn't have one.
Give my hat back.
Nah, it's mine.
Get it off.
I look cute.
Casey
You were wearing
did
a
not.
Do you want me to take a photo of you wearing a Hawthorn hat? Because
Yeah.
that'll break your
Yeah.
husband's heart. He'll
Casey-
be so devastated. I'll use it to bribe you.
Casey did not bring her hat in today, and
Yeah.
Lucy's
and
a
you know
little
what?
bit.
Last week when I bought these hats and I gave them to the podcast on air and I said, please don't take this home. You need to wear it on the podcast every week. And Casey went, sure. Next minute,
Took it
she
home.
takes it home. You left yours here and I
Well,
left mine here.
I was
So
gonna say,
now...
of all people, the most organised of us all is Casey, and I would have thought she was the last person I would think would not bring the hat to the
'Cause-
tipping. I feel like we need to reset where we are.
Lucy's ridiculous footy tips.
The other thing I was going to say is that Lucy's not enjoying this at all.
I'm just losing and it's not fun. I thought if I was winning, I'd be enjoying it a bit more.
I
Hence me
believe,
buying the hats. Just buying the hats was made to cheer me up.
I believe, well, Casey and I are battling it out on top of the leaderboard on the exact
Boring.
same
Boring.
points. I think we were 38 points each, Casey.
Yeah.
So
Lame.
game on. Lucy is about 9 points behind at the moment. It would take a full round of Casey and I getting every tip wrong and you getting every tip right for you to come close.
Would you consider
No.
doing a funny round where you tip the losers?
You want us to sabotage our tipping to help you out?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh,
I think
no.
I can safely say no.
Not
No.
even for
No.
fun?
No,
For
not
fun?
even.
Guys
For
are
who?
so lame.
We're having fun. Casey and I are having fun
We're
at the
having
top.
so much fun.
It's so great up here
Is
at the
it?
top
What the
as a
view's
winner.
like at the top? Yeah. Great.
Game number
Anyway,
one.
game number one.
Round 7, game 1 tonight, Thursday night. It is the Western Bulldogs versus the Sydney Swans.
And the winner is Sydney, is a very famous, iconic line from the head of the Olympics that time.
Yes, the IOC.
And so the winner is Sydney.
26 years ago, Sydney held the Olympics, and that's why they'll beat the Western Bulldogs
Yeah,
tonight.
because the winner is Sydney, is
and
the phrase.
we're off on ridiculous footy tipping, everybody.
Yep.
Game number 2 on Friday, Richmond versus Melbourne.
At the MCG, MEL will win because they have letters in common, but Richmond doesn't have any letters in common. Well, it does have the C. Let's go Melbourne. More letters.
So the ridiculous reason you're tipping Melbourne
Melbourne
is because,
Cricket Ground, Melbourne
because you're
Demons.
saying Melbourne has some association with the MCG.
They both have the name Melbourne in their Melbournes.
Wow.
The MCG is quite literally
I would have felt
Melbourne's-
like the MCG is no one's home ground because it's the big one. Who gets to own that? That's not fair.
Melbourne
that's
does.
fair.
Are you sure?
Yes, other teams get to play there, but it is Melbourne's home
Are there
ground.
like little back offices there?
That's where they live.
Do they train there?
That's the best place to train, though. I'm with you. They get the MC.
That doesn't
of the
seem
G.
fair to
That's
me.
not
That seems
fair.
rigged.
All
That's
right,
rigged.
Melbourne, because it has something to do with the MCG. Who would have thought? Saturday, the Hawks, Lucy's Hawks,
Yep.
versus the Gold Coast Suns.
I'm wearing my Hawks hat. It's going to be the Hawks.
All right, Hawthorn to beat the Gold Coast Suns. Well, to help you out, I've gone for the Suns in that game, so you never know. You might get a point back on me, Luce.
Come on, boys. Don't let me down.
Casey's Essendon versus Collingwood on Saturday afternoon.
Well, you know what? Just because I'm a bit dirty at the girl for forgetting her hat, this is a hat vote. I'm going to vote Collingwood.
You're going to vote
Vote.
Collingwood?
It's not how you
Oh,
say it, is it?
gosh.
It's how I don't know how to tip. What do you say?
I'm not telling you.
I
You're gonna
tip
vote-
Collingwood. I don't vote Collingwood.
You're going to vote Collingwood because you're having a bit of a disagreement with Casey.
Because she forgot her hat.
Someone she has absolutely no interest in, Port Adelaide versus the Cats on Saturday night.
I do believe in omens when it comes to tipping, and one of the biggest cat supporters just walked past me twice really quickly.
The fact that he walks past that window a couple of times each and every morning because he works here for a job, you're
But it was
saying it's
weird.
an omen.
It was a weird omen because he walked past really quickly with his bag. He went and sat down. Then he walked back the other way with his bag. Why? Why didn't he leave it? And then he came back a third time with the bag. And I'm like, now it's looking weird. It's an omen. They're going to win by 3 points because of his walking past me 3 times.
Write that one down, Casey.
Wow.
Geelong
3
to win by
points.
3 points.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Another game on Saturday night. It is Fremantle, the Dockers,
Yeah.
of which you have no interest in, versus the mighty Blue Baggers, Luce.
Well, you know what? I've decided to tip Fremantle.
Is that a massive thing?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of something to say.
Dot.
I think you expected a bigger reaction from us.
No, not at all.
Fremantle.
Yeah. I'm going for Fremantle because I had a friend who went to uni in Perth and she used to call it Fremantle and it always made me laugh. So I'm going for Fremantle.
My boys, the Saints
Yes.
versus the Eagles on
because,
Sunday.
again, another hat tip. She forgot her hat. She doesn't get a tip. You brought your hat. Your boys get a tip.
Thank you very much. And if we can't beat West Coast, then what are we even doing? Brisbane Lions versus the Adelaide Crows.
Okay, now this is a semi-serious tip, guys.
As opposed to the other ones?
Because this is the thing, right? Like, Lions are favourite to win because it's at the Gabba. And see, normally I'd go, well, then I'll tip the Lions because it's like home ground there. But I keep tipping favourites and losing. So I'm actually going to tip the opposite in hopes that I can get a point. So I'm going to go for Adelaide. So that actually is a serious tip.
Inception, guys. She's going inside and back out of.
And also it's my boss's team and I still feel obliged.
Yeah.
All right, now the final game of the round is in the afternoon on Sunday, and it is against two teams that I don't think you would even realise are in the competition. The GWS Giants versus the mighty North Melbourne Kangaroos.
Look, I don't understand either of these teams. Who are they? Where are they from? What are they about? Who
It's in the
plays?
name Greater Western Sydney, GWS,
Yeah.
and the North Melbourne Kangaroos in the north of Melbourne.
Well, I'll tell you this. I care for neither of these teams.
Wow.
Neither speak to me. I would say this, though. If you held up an orange dress or a blue dress and said, which one are you going to wear? I would never wear the orange dress. I would wear the blue dress. And so because they wear more blue, I'm going with North Melbourne because their colour is blue. And if I had to wear a colour, it would be blue over orange.
And that right there is a fantastic example of
Lucy's Ridiculous Footy Tips.
think you got another 18 rounds in you?
Yep! Bring it on!
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
I'd like to talk waking up this morning. I've done it. Producer Casey's done it. Lucy's done it. We've all woken up this morning.
Yeah, unsuccessfully for me.
Well, no, you're here and you're awake.
And some mornings I get up easily and some mornings I get up not so easily.
It's a good day if you wake up. I reckon that's a pretty good sign. It might be a good day. You might have some stuff going on in your life, but if you open up your eyes and you're still around, that's a good start.
Breath in your lung, good start.
And I got up very early this morning. I'm not complaining. I found out something about myself because of how early I got up. We have dogs. We currently have a puppy dog, and the puppy dog doesn't follow the rules.
No.
We've got some old dogs who would sleep all day if they could. Puppy dog has puppy dog energy.
She actually went to bed a bit too early last night.
Right.
You said out loud, you said to her,
Don't go to bed
"Don't
now."
go to bed now because you're going to be up at the crack of dawn.
And 3:15 this morning, all the shenanigans started. She's like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake
she's
up.
tiny
wake up,
and she comes
wake
and she
up,
hits
wake
your
up,
face
wake up,
with her
wake up,
paw,
wake up,
like this
wake up.
tiny dog. She's like not even a kilo, and she comes in, she sits in your face and she just bats your face and is like, yo, wake up.
And it's not just me she's trying to wake up. She's trying to wake up the other dogs as well. And the other dogs are as grumpy as I would be getting woken up at 3:15 in the morning. Anyway, got to about 4 o'clock and I'd resigned myself to the fact that I'm just hanging out with the dogs. And I said, it's 4 o'clock. I might as well just start the day. I just get on with it. Like, why do I always wait for the alarm to go off in the morning to start the day? Like, my whole life is determined by waiting for this alarm that I've set to go off and then I'll start the day. Instead of starting it around 5, why don't I just start it around 4? So I did. I got out of bed and I went into the kitchen and I fed the dogs and I gave the medicine to the dog that needs medicine and I organised the food bowls and I put some washing on and turned the heater on to warm up the house. And then it got to 4:30 in the morning. I thought, oh, well, you know what? I might just see if I can just shut my eyes for 15 minutes before I head off to work. Because I'm already done. I'm all dressed and I'm all ready to go.
Really? I
And
didn't know
then
any of this was happening.
I waited for the alarm. No, you were out like a light. I waited for the alarm to go off at 5 and then I just headed off to work and got here and everything was normal. But it did occur to me that I'd done all this at a random time in the morning, just when I was awake.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever lived my life without an alarm. I've always lived my life with an alarm. All the way through secondary school, because I had to get up pretty early to get on a train to get out to Malvern. And then my whole life in radio, my goodness, you cannot do radio without an alarm.
No.
Even when I was doing shows at the other end of the day, I would still have alarms on during the afternoon because I might be having an afternoon nap and I'm like, oh my goodness, I've got to get out and do the drive show.
Yep.
And I'm just wondering, let's call it a survey says. There's no list involved. This is a survey says.
Survey says.
Is there anyone out there, and maybe there's nobody, but is there anyone out there who just wakes up when they wake up? Like they just wake up and that's when their day starts. Like, do you have a life that is like you go to bed at night and you have no concern about what time you need to wake up the next day? You might still have a very full life. Maybe you're gainfully employed. Maybe you got a whole bunch of stuff to do. But for some reason, and I'm not sure what the circumstances would be, but you just don't need an alarm to wake up. I'm not saying you have a magical internal clock. I'm just saying you just wake up when you wake up and that's when your day starts.
Can I ask you, do you remember, surely someone else remembers this. I don't think it's true, but I remember being told this as a kid and always being, ooh. Back in the 90s, there was this thing that went around that said, if you bang your head on the pillow the amount of times you get up, So if you want to wake up at 5, before you go to bed, you hit your head on the pillow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your body will wake up at 5.
Who told you that?
That was like a thing in the 90s.
Was
So
it?
like, if you want to wake up, just do this thing.
right.
And I remember, I never did it, but
Here's what I'll say.
I don't think that works, by
I
the way.
don't think that specifically works. What I do believe in is an internal body clock.
Yeah.
There is a body clock. There's what's the word they use? A circadian rhythm. Your body's working all the time.
Yeah.
I believe your body knows how long you've slept for. Sometimes you get to maybe 8 hours, 9 hours, and your body's like, that's enough. That's enough sleep.
Yeah.
I don't need any more sleep to defrag the mind. I'm ready to go. But I think I just don't know of a world where I would not need an alarm to get up. I mean, if you have mastered you think of the time you need to get up the night before and you're guaranteed your body will get up at that time. And I know there are people out there like that. But I'm not necessarily just saying you've mastered your own body clock. I'm just saying, do you just not require an alarm? Is your lifestyle like, well, the sun will come up.
Retirees?
It'll come through the window. I'll wake up, get on with my day. Is it only retirees? No one in their 30s could wake up just when they wake up. Surely everyone's using an alarm. But if there's one person out
don't
there
know.
that
It's a
doesn't
good
use an
point.
alarm, I'd love to know what your life is.
What about work from home people that aren't like dedicated?
Are you suggesting there are people that work from home that may not be on such a rigorous
Maybe.
schedule
I don't
as to
know.
necessarily have to get up at the exact same time every morning?
I don't know. I'm just hypothesizing.
That they might just roll out of bed at any time? That they may not even get out of bed? Maybe that's why you don't need an alarm.
Kareen, I do need many alarms to wake up, so much so that I need alarms to progress throughout the morning when I'm up. Should be ready by this time, packing school bags by this time, brekkie by this time, one for getting to the car on time for school drop-off. Kareen.
Kareen, I think there's an argument to be made. Either that's the stress-fullest way you can go about life or the stress-less. Because you're kind of organised to within an inch of your life.
No, that works for me. That works
Having
for
an
my
alarm
brain.
for absolutely everything?
Yeah, that works
You don't
for
think
me.
that's stressing you out too much?
No, I think that's great. It's just like you hear it, you go, oh, that's right, got to be doing this now, got to be. I think that's great. That is, for me, that would work. It would be very helpful.
More
I
alarms.
set a few alarms in the morning. What I do need is one final alarm which says you need to be walking out of the house by now if you
Right.
want to be at work on time. I need one more.
The big final one that you can't do anything
Yeah.
about. Well, that's the opposite of what I asked for. But thanks, Kareen. I've gone with, have you no alarms? And she's gone, I'll give you 30 alarms.
Alison says, I never set my alarm. I have an internal body clock that wakes me up at the correct time. I work and I have to be up by a specific time. I can literally tell myself that I need to be awake by 7 and I will be awake before that or at that time.
I believe you, Alison. I've
Let's
tried
just
it.
quick, let's-
I've tried it myself.
Come on.
A round of applause.
I want you to clap.
No, I'll give you a round of applause. Alison, I believe this to be true. I think there are people that can just be like, I'm waking up at 5, and then they just wake up at 5. I have had the occurrence in my life where I've tried it and it's worked, but I just do not trust it. I don't trust
I
it.
can't do it at all. No,
I
no,
don't
no.
trust myself to do it every day.
I
But,
could never do it. If
but
I
I-
said, I'll be up at 5, I'll be still snoring at 8.
Alison, you are like the wise sage on top of the mountain, sitting on top of those 3 rocks. And you know what to do. You know how to trigger
How
the
did you
mind.
get that? How did you evolve there,
She's
Alison?
probably trained herself this whole time. Well done, Alison.
Christy says, hi, I'm Christy. Hello,
Hi, Christy.
I wake up at 3:30 to 4 every morning, no alarm.
So you just, well, that's it. You just wake up.
She goes, I start preparing for the gym and then I head home to prepare for my full-time job. I'm in my early 40s. Girlfriend, you're waking up at 4 to go to the gym before your job. You are the best of us.
Doing very well, and not really concerned about when you wake up, just knowing that you'll wake up probably sometime between 3:30 and 4. Like, that's the life. I
What
don't
time
want
do you
to be
go
on
bed,
edge.
Christy? What time are you going to bed to
Yeah,
get up at
I don't want to be on
3:30?
edge about what time I have to wake up. So these individuals, these like
How are
family
you
members that are just
functioning?
going, I just wake up when I wake up. I like that vibe.
Great message here from Kim in Tullamarine. Hi, lovelies. I've used an alarm all of my life, but I wake up to both of you on the light. I don't use an alarm on weekends or when I'm on holidays. Have an amazing day.
All right. So she's using us to wake up,
Yeah.
using our vibe
I do
right
sometimes
now.
think, imagine if you had the light set as your alarm and you wake up and like, I'm either ranting or I'm snorting or I'm chanting my own name. And I
They're
think,
the three
imagine
options?
waking up to like Lucy or just me being annoying.
The three options you've given are ranting, snorting,
Yeah.
or chanting your own name.
Yeah.
That's what you do on the radio.
Well, you could wake up to the dulcet tones of Kel going,
Well, that's
"Hey,
what I'm worried about.
Melvin,
I'm worried
how
about if you
are
wake up and I'm all the way down here.
That's a good way to wake up.
How's that going to wake you up?
Well, no, it wakes you up slowly.
Right.
Because you know,
Eases
in a
you
minute,
into
I'm
the
going to be
day.
ranting.
Yep.
Jody says at least 3 days a week I don't set an alarm and I can make my own work hours so I can go into the office whatever time I want.
That'd be so stressless. Stressless life.
Imagine just going, just
I'll
gonna
get
see
there
what
when I get
happens.
there.
Oh, look, it's 8 o'clock.
I just feel like it's the
look, it's
ultimate way to live your
$7.50.
life. Whatever. I'll get there.
We'll get there one day.
It'll get done.
We'll do it when in retirement, Kel. We'll understand the feeling of it in retirement.
I think in retirement you go the opposite way. You're like, you sleep so much during the night that you just get up at 4 a.m. and you just start gardening or something.
You've got to do your Sudoku sometime.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
It's about Christina Aguilera.
She's a fighter.
She is.
She's beautiful, no matter what they say. Words won't bring her down.
Anyway, she was on a red carpet the other day and she went viral, even though I hate that word.
You can stop saying it if you'd like.
I know. Anyway, the long and the short of it is she stepped out with a bold new look. And the internet went, no.
Oh, okay.
Which is, of course.
That's always awkward.
You know
when you
what?
step out with a bold new look and everyone says no.
So ridiculous.
What was the bold new look?
So she's got a blonde bob, a very white blonde bob. You don't need to play that music. It's not that dramatic yet.
Oh, I thought it was a bold new look and everyone said no and that was it.
Well, she's got a very short blonde bob, but then one of those mini fringes. Do you know the character from Shrek called Lord Farquaad?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's got that little funny black fringe. It's that, but in blonde.
Okay. Look, if anyone can make it work, celebrities can make that sort of thing work, can't they?
I think she looks beautiful, and I've got no issue with her funny, cute little fringe. It's a look, it's a vibe, it's different.
Are you going for this look next time you go to the hairdressers?
Well, it's obviously, I'm going to say there's obviously a wig.
Oh.
All celebrities, all they do is wear wigs.
Hang on a second.
It's all wigs.
Next you'll be telling me people like Dolly Parton and Cher wear wigs.
All wigs.
What?
Nicole Kidman, everybody. Every great Nicole Kidman hairstyle is a wig, unless it's that really tight BMX bandit hair that you see. Every other hairstyle, every hair is a wig.
I will say, as a man, as a simple...
Everyone wears wigs.
As a simple-minded man, guys slightly terrified the first time they see their girlfriend or their partner or a friend of theirs that happens to be a girl taking out hair extensions. Guys don't understand how hair works. So when you take out most of your hair, ladies, for the very first time a guy sees that, they think something is terribly wrong.
I wear lots of hair extensions because I've got thin hair. I lost a lot of my hair to stress around 7 or 8 years ago.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
hair extensions are great. I wish I could attach hair extensions to the back of my bald head.
Because I'm a performer, I have lots of different hair for on stage. And Kel often finds bits of my hair lying everywhere. And I do say the first time when we got married and then we moved in and then our kids became a blended family, your son was probably around 10 at the time. When he saw me taking my hair out,
guys don't get it.
Your son's face was like, what is happening?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm being serious. As a simple-minded guy, there should be like a course in maybe year 9 where some stuff like this is explained to guys.
Yeah.
Like this is what is happening and this is what women have to do.
Yeah.
And we should all feel very sorry that women have to do this.
Don't feel sorry for us.
Oh, you enjoy doing it?
Yes. Well, don't pity me. I love my fake hair.
I thought it was the patriarchy or something.
No, I choose to wear this and I also choose sometimes not to wear it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I don't feel sorry for me. I am empowered to make my own choices as a woman, as is Christina Aguilera.
With her
wearing
bold look.
A bold new wig. Good on her. That's what I'm saying. Good on her.
Have you ever done any bold looks?
When I was in, I think around first year university, I had long chocolate brown hair. Everybody, I'm a brunette. There you go. Long chocolate brown hair. That's my bold new look. I've always had long chocolate brown hair. All my childhood.
You say that like people don't know that you're not blonde.
Some people don't.
They don't? Okay.
I was talking to someone the other day.
They thought you were really blonde.
Andre didn't know I was a brunette.
No, he's a guy.
And like chocolate brown mahogany hair. And then I went and got a shoulder length bob in Brisbane at Stefan's. And that was really I went home with this bob and my mum looked at me and burst into tears and said, "You've ruined your life." And she walked off.
Thanks, Mum.
This is a true story. You've ruined your life. Your beautiful hair.
It's not like it's going to grow back or anything.
So that was that. But then this is the worst part. So like about, 5-6 weeks later, it needed a trim and I was a poor student. And so instead of going to expensive Stefan, I went to another salon and I walked in and I said, "I just want the edges trimming." And the lady, no word of a lie, started picking up bits of hair from the top of the head of the root and chopping them off.
Ouch.
And I actually don't know where the bravery came from. I said, "Please stop." And I got her to stop. And I walked out and I went back to Stefan's. And they were like, "She has butchered your hair. There is nothing we can do. It is all so uneven and short. All we can do is give you a pixie cut like a boy." And I went, "Okay." And so they cut it all off like an inch off my head. Short, black, spiky hair.
Is there photographic evidence?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And the only saving grace...
Producer Casey's like, "Where is it?"
The only saving grace is... And now this is when I was in uni. I know I had nothing to do with Kylie. I wasn't even a performer. Only saving grace is at the same time Kylie had black spiky hair for her Confine
right,
in
she
Me
shaved
era.
her hair off.
And people kept going to me, you look like Kylie Minogue. And
you
I was
go.
like, well, but I also look like a male elf. And it was awful. And then it grew out so badly. And that was my bold new look. And it was the worst time of my life. I'd love to know, though, this morning on 1300 777 899, did you ever do a bold new look? Did you ever go, you know what? I'm a brunette. I'm going to go peroxide blonde. Were you blonde and you went, I'm going to go bright orange? Did you go, I have long hair. I'm going to go short. I'm going to shock everyone. I'm going to walk in and all my hair's gone and everyone's going to go, oh, Janelle. Like,
Did
you do anything?
Did you go to year 7 with a rat's tail and get suspended from school?
Did you have a rat's
It's a
tail?
very specific story coming out of me for no reason.
Yuck.
It's a rat's tail.
You know, can I just be honest?
Some people can make that work. It's a bold look.
Can I be honest? Whenever I see kids with rat's tails, I fantasize about getting scissors and cutting it off.
Don't. Then we lose all our power if you cut the rat's tail off. Don't do that.
Power to be a Jaden. Jaden! Oh, Jaden's have rat's tails. Look, you used to have long, below your bum, white blonde hair.
Yes,
like
my
you
bold
look
look
like you
and-
were from a glam rock heavy metal
And my
group.
bold look was I shaved my hair off once without telling anybody. So I did have very long hair for a long time in the 90s, and I shaved it all off. And my bald look was the fact that I'd shaved off all my hair.
Was your bald look shocking to people?
Yeah, everyone was just so, because it's such a drastic change.
That's bold.
But I was
And bald.
wearing it well. I felt so alive.
You know, sometimes Casey and I see photos of people with long blonde hair where we look at each other and we go, Kel in the 80s.
Yep.
Like that's just you were.
That was me.
Anna, who said, my bold new look was I actually tried fake nails and carrying a handbag and it lasted 2 days.
Fake nails would be a little longer than expected. Is that what they're saying?
I think she's just saying she's never really worn fake nails or carried a handbag around.
Right.
So
It
she was
gets a bit
trying to do
clicky.
something.
It's hard to pick things up.
I think she was just trying to try something new and she didn't love it.
And another question, because I'm just a man, how stuck on are fake nails?
Depends which ones you use. If you go
Do
to
they
a,
hurt when they come off?
No.
Like, is it actually losing a real nail?
No, but it depends on what kind of fake nails you have.
I'm just learning.
Is it like Builder Gel? Is it S&S? Is
See,
it
I don't know any of
press-ons?
this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Vanessa says, I went from dyeing my hair brown to putting different colours in my hair, usually pink, purple, green and blue. I call them my rainbow colours. Vanessa, I never pictured you as a rainbow-headed person. Amazing. Marcella said, I had long straight hair down to my lower back. I got dreadlocks. I kept them in for 5 years. Then I shaved it all off in 2024. It looked surprisingly good. Now it's a little past my shoulders and I would definitely shave it again. She liked her pixie cut. Marcella. Then she sent me 5 photos over the journey. And Marcella, you are, first of all, drop dead gorgeous. But the hairstyle from dreads looks amazing. Then your shaved head looks amazing. Your pixie cut looks amazing. And then I liked the just after the pixie cut look, Marcella. That's a great length. And then I can see your current length. It's beautiful.
Tick, tick, tick.
Marcella, you can rock any hairstyle. Thank you for sending photos. I love it. I'm very voyeuristic. So when people send me photos, I'm always like, oh, I
If you
love
want to
it.
send photos of your hairstyle, of your bold new look to Lucy, feel free to do so. 0428899899.
Karen in Malvern says, when I left home, I moved in with a hairdresser and she used to practice on me. I've had a concave, a pixie, perms, you name it. I tried it. I was young at the time and I didn't care. She goes, but now I have a no fuss, easy look. And she goes, and I'm coming back on the Mother's Day weekend in Melbourne to go see her because she's amazing.
I always felt the bravest of individuals were those ladies and gentlemen that put themselves in the chair of apprentice hairdressers. When you have the phrase, I want to practice on
Yep.
you, that takes a brave person.
Anna has just texted back about the nails. She goes, they were really expensive nails. She just wanted to feel more girly.
Gotcha.
Obviously, she didn't like them. I once had those eyelash extensions put on, Anna, for the same reason. I was like, I want to try them. I had them put on and I hated them with such a passion. I had ripped them all off a day later. I couldn't have them on my eyes. It felt like having
Physically
spiders.
ripped them out of your eyeballs.
I ripped them all out and destroyed my own eyelashes because I couldn't cope with the sensation. So I get it, Anna. I get it. And also, Arantha goes, Lucy and Kel, morning. Just want to weigh in on a wig thing. Lucy, it's not only women wearing wigs. Yes, I'm well aware of that. Goes, I'm quite sure that Sean Connery had a hairpiece for his James Bond movies because he was pretty bald at an early age. Oh, yeah. In Hollywood, it's all fake hair. All of it. Man,
Nothing's
woman,
real.
dogs, cats. It's all fake hair.
Paul in Warrigal joins us. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Very good. We're talking bold looks. Did you have one?
Picture this, Carl. It's 2007. I was an intern at a church, and I let my housemate cut my hair. Now,
Lovely.
it was 2007, so it was business in the front, shaved all over the top, and it was party in the back.
Lovely
So
done.
you had an emo fringe,
So
you had a
eyes
mullet,
covered.
and then the rest of your hair was shaved. I can't
Shaved.
even picture what that would look like.
Well, back in the 90s, and I used to rock this, we had the undercut. Remember the undercut? Where you would shave the entire sides and under the back of your head, but then the rest of the hair would fall over the top.
So bad.
I reckon that's a quality look, Paul. Well done.
Wow, that's a bold look, Paul.
I think that's a quality
Extra
look.
points if you can send me photos.
Well done to your housemate. Great decisions on both your parts. Well done. Rose and Doreen, one of the greats. Good morning, Rose.
Good morning, Lucy and Kel. When my sister was alive, she was becoming a hairdresser, and I was always her guinea pig.
How did that go, Rose? Was it varying results or were they always wins?
She did extravagant styles. One of them was she had to do a style like a famous person, and she's like, oh yeah, I can use my sister. I went into her school, and you know Elvis Presley?
Yes,
we know. We've heard of him.
Are aware of Elvis
Heard of,
Presley,
I believe
Rose.
it rings a bell.
Did you get what they like to commonly refer to as the Presley?
I had Elvis Presley hairstyle and even the colour, the blue-black.
I love it.
Why did women have the Elvis? It was a thing, though, wasn't it?
Give me the Presley.
I'll have the Presley,
Thank
finest
you,
Presley.
Rose.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
The Melbourne International Comedy Festival happened last month. Well, kind of this month, and it wrapped up about a week ago, I believe.
Sure.
And it runs for quite a long time.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a whole, like, the comedy sort of travels. Like, you got the Fringe festivals in Perth and Adelaide, and they kind of go into Melbourne's Comedy Festival, and I think it goes up to Sydney.
Yeah,
so it kind of goes around Australia.
It's kind of in Melbourne, March, kind of into April, but it did wrap up, and there's so many different people, so many different comedians, so many different venues, and so many people doing small, like, to like 10 people, like just starting to get off the ground, which I always think is amazing and so brave, like how incredible. I saw one lady pop up on my socials, and she had like one person in her audience, but she's like, you know what, I'm going to give that person the best performance. Like, just amazing. Anyway, I think
most of the headlining comedians around the world have that story of where they did one show to that one guy in a chair who walked out halfway through.
You've got to have a story. I've done a show to one person. I've done my whole stage show to one person once.
Sometimes, and again, this is the stuff that entertainers talk about.
Yeah, it is. You've got to do it. It's a rite of passage to have no one in the audience. It is a rite of passage. However, I went to see one of the comedy festival performers. My girlfriend had 2 tickets. Her husband bailed, and she said, do you want to come with me? And it was a comedian I really like. And I was like, of course. So last minute, I got to go along to a show at the Malt House, which is such a cool venue as well. And I got to see a show on one of the, I think it was the final weekend of the comedy festival. And I was really excited. I love my girlfriend, Chloe. We have such a good time hanging. We both love seeing comedy together. So whenever I go to see comedy, I'm often with Chloe. Even you and I and Chloe and her husband have gone and seen comedians.
Indeed.
She loves a laugh, and so we had a really good time. We get there, we line up, it's sold out. Probably about 300 or 400 people would fit into the Malt House, and we get into the queue, and I said to her, said to my girlfriend, is it seated or is it kind of like general admission? She goes, no, it's just general admission. You just go in and grab any seat. And I was like, great, no problem. So we were kind of near the frontage, so I thought, oh, cool, we'll get a good seat, you know. And we walk in, and the usher goes, just turn this way if you'd like to go to the front row. And I'm like, oh, no. And my friend Chloe's going, yeah, let's go. And she's in front of me, so she's taken off. And I'm like, Chloe, no, wait. Too late. She has barreled down to the front row, and we shuffle in, and of course it's front row centre. Right in front of the microphone.
So there's a foot between you and the comedian.
I am having a panic attack at this stage. I said, what? But it's too late. We've sat down, and now people have come and sat next to me. We can't get up. I said, what are you doing, Chloe? She goes, this will be great. I said, it won't. I start panicking, thinking...
What's your biggest fear?
That I am going to be part of the show. That they're going to go to the girl right front row centre, as you do. I've seen the comedians on Netflix. They pick on the people in the front row. They go, what's your name?
Bit of crowd work.
I thought he's going to ask me my name. He's going to ask me my job. What am I going to say? Then I started thinking about what are some jokes I can crack. And I was like, no, don't be that person.
It's not your show.
But that's what I thought.
Never in the history of anyone being a comedian on stage have they thought, well, I hope this person's funnier than I am. I really hope the person that I call out is going to knock them dead. That's what I want for this show.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think that.
In your mind's eye, you're like, I'll be funnier than the comedian. There'll be a standing ovation. They'll lift me up on their shoulders, chanting, Lucy, and carry you out into the street. Anywho, did that happen?
No! I was panicking, and I kept thinking, this is going to be terrible. He's going to refer to me during the show because I'm right in front of his microphone. Like, my friend was off centre. I got the centre
You're
seat.
an entertainer. And
I know.
I've seen your production, and on occasion, you even go out into the
Oh,
audience.
yeah, I always pick on the audience.
You don't
And
seem to have a problem when
No.
you're on the other end of it.
No, I think that's the thing. I think because I do this, I will hone on, and if I see someone who's looking really uncomfortable, I'll choose that person because it's funny.
Just to ruin their night.
I'll get people up on stage with me. I've dragged people up on stage. I've done 1,000,001 things. So maybe it's karma. Maybe I'm like, this is when it all comes back and I get humiliated. Anyway, the thing is, he comes out. Very funny guy. Guess what? I'm kind of so close and so in front of him that I kind of miss his eye the whole show because I'm too close.
Oh, he's looking over the top of you.
Yes. By the way, also, I had the worst neck because I'm staring straight up. Terrible seats, by the way. But no, just kidding. It was great to be that close. You could see the sweat and the spit. I was so close, he didn't even lock eyes with me.
All you talk about when you're going out. I hope I get the sweat and the spit.
But he didn't even look at me. It was great. And then about 10 minutes into the show, I was like, he's not the kind of comedian that does any kind of crowd work. He's got his patter. He's learnt it. He's learnt his hour show. And that's it. He's not going into the audience. He's not going, hey, girl down the front, what do you do for a job? He's not that. So within 10 minutes, I realised I could relax. I realised I didn't have to think of any jokes. And I enjoyed the show.
But it was up to you. You wouldn't be front row centre.
No, gosh, no.
For everything?
No, see, for music theatre, I want front row centre.
Okay. Because there's no audience participation.
No audience participation in Sunset Boulevard. Mm-mm.
You have been called up on occasion. We went to the circus once.
Oh, gosh, we went to a, Big Top Circus and we were given, media seats. And so I think they knew, these are the media people.
And the ringmaster, obviously, one of the big things a ringmaster does is he sort of pads out and sort of distracts the audience while they're changing all the setups for the different...
What happened is they get Kel up and me and the kids are wetting ourselves laughing and they fully embarrassed Kel on stage.
The ringmaster was a mime.
Yeah, and so they do all this mime with Kel and they made Kel... Kel was on stage for 10 minutes.
I was hilarious.
You were pretty funny.
The whole crowd
He was
thought
effortlessly,
I loved a bit of my work.
Yep. So everyone got his laughs because Kel looks on stage like he doesn't care, so it kind of worked. So everyone's laughing, and I'm on filming it. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, best thing ever. Kel's on stage, and then it goes back into the show, and then about 20 minutes later, the mime gets me up. And I was not funny like Kel, and I just was so cringy, and I was shaking and sweating profusely.
Wasn't that you didn't do anything wrong. He'd just decided it was one of those setups where the mime was making
me look
fun
stupid.
of you.
Yeah.
Mine was more interactive.
Yours
we were
was,
playing a role.
You looked cool in yours.
Yeah. Yours was, let's make fun of the blonde lady. But not in a mean way,
Yeah.
but you had no control over the situation.
No, I didn't have any control. No matter what I did, I was going to look like a fool. Anyway, that's why I hate sitting in the front. That's why I hate sitting in the front of things that are interactive. Surely this has happened to somebody else. Message here from Lexi who goes, there was a situation at church where the pastor did an impromptu invitation for me to get up and sing, but I was underprepared and I had no song. And the pastor kept giving me a look like, don't let me down.
That pastor energy of, don't stuff this up for me.
Yes. Karen said, oh dear, yes. We were travelling in Salzburg and we did the Sound of Music tour. We had dinner in a song and dance show and I was laughing so much I was crying and I needed to go to the toilet. So I got up to go to the toilet and they pulled me up on stage to dance. And
You're just out of control. You're just literally out of control. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, Karen, that's a great story, Karen. Janelle says, a story you can share. I can't remember how it happened, but I was 17. Mum took me to see Martin St. James, the hypnotist. She goes, and I got pulled up on stage, but he couldn't hypnotise me, so they sent me back to my seat. She goes, but after seeing what he got the group to do, I was so glad I wasn't on stage.
I love that energy.
Oh, see, you would never find me in the audience of a hypnotist because that looks terrifying and I don't understand it. And is it even true? I don't know. It looks fake, but then people say it's true. But how can you be hypnotised? It makes no sense.
I love the energy of you can try, but it's not going to happen. You just look at the hypnotist and say, I will not cluck like a chicken, thank you very much.
No. But then are all the people actors? I don't get it. Who knows? We'll never know. Come on.
Never be front row centre.
I'll never go to a hypnotist. Claire in Heathmont, welcome to the show. Who pulled you up on stage?
I got pulled up on stage by BRYAN Adams with a mate.
I don't believe...
Wait, everyone
Claire,
just stop. Just stop! Oh, my goodness. Why are you not more shocked, Kel? BRYAN Adams got you on stage.
Before you started yelling at all of us, I just think there's nothing bad about that, is there, Claire?
Well, look, turned out a bit embarrassing because it was me and a mate to sing with him Everything I Do For You.
Oh, my goodness.
Classic.
So you had to sing it with him. You have sung Everything I Do It For You with BRYAN Adams.
Well, sing, that's a loose word.
You attempted Everything I Do
Claire,
It For You.
do you have photos of this?
No proof, just the memory.
And a young BRYAN Adams as well. Oh.
I think we're finding out that Lucy has a really soft spot for Bryan
Well,
Adams.
that is one of my favourite songs of my favourite soundtrack, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It is one of the best soundtracks of all time.
So if you were in Claire's position, would that be a great experience?
Yes.
Okay.
Happy to get on stage with Bryan Adams.
Thank you, Claire.
Claire, that is the best. Give Claire a prize, please.
Oh.
Give her a limited edition Lucy and Kel car air freshener for Listener of the Week.
Well
'cause
done, Claire.
That's Bryan Adams. You can't
That's
top
Bryan
that.
Adams.
We've got Natalie in Lilydale on the phone.
Good morning, Natalie.
is 11.
Right.
Hello, Natalie.
Hi, Lucy and Cal.
Hey, good to hear from you, Natalie. Did you get pulled up on stage for some reason?
Yeah, it was kind of like a adults magic show, but it wasn't all for adults. It was like for people over 10.
Yeah.
Right.
I was 8, but Mum said just say you're 10. And I thought it was for the restaurant that we were going to before it. Like, why would it be for a restaurant? And then when we went in there, called up on stage, and he asked what my age was, and I said I was 8. And Mum and Dad were like, oh no. But he wanted me to do like a magic act where somebody gave me their like wedding ring and he put it in a box.
Right.
And I had to shake it hard. I kind of was like lightly shaking it, and he said, oh, shake it a bit harder. So I shook it like really hard, and he was like, oh, not that hard. And then I opened the box, it was gone.
Natalie, you're involved in a magic trick, Natalie, out of the blue, with no preparation. And the way you're telling the story, Natalie, I would pay tickets just to see you tell stories up on stage. You tell them so well, Natalie. Did you end up finding out how the magic trick worked?
No.
I love
Oh,
everything about that,
bless.
Natalie. My favourite
That's
part
so
of that
cute.
story is it was a grown-ups magic show for people over 10.
Yeah. No, and my favourite part is the mum going, tell him you're 10. And then she's on stage, I'm 8. And the mum's just sinking
I think you
into
did
her
very
chair.
well, Natalie. I don't know
give
how
Natalie
you-
a prize too,
Oh,
please.
another prize.
Yeah, Natalie, you can
Prize
have
is
it.
out the door.
You've made a ring disappear, but we're going to make a limited edition car air freshener appear.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And dare I say, at the end of another successful podcast, well, successfully podcasted Lucy.
You're welcome.
And well, successfully podcasted Casey.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's time for us to wrap it up. Big Friday podcast tomorrow. I say a Big Friday. Who knows what size it will be, but it will definitely be a podcast, and it'll
Could you hear
definitely.
that? Could you hear me take the microphone sock off?
No, I'm laughing because you're moving everything while
Are
we're
you
trying to
leaving?
do the outro.
I'm leaving during the podcast outro. I'm so sorry.
Because you've got somewhere to be.
I've got a meeting. I've got to go present. So I was just trying to take my microphone sock off
All right.
quietly. But if you heard a it was me taking the microphone
Very
sock
quickly
off.
before we wrap it up, explain to everybody your presenty fingers.
Oh, when you present, you put your fingers together like in a V, and they stand in front of you, and then you move them up and down in time to the words you're saying. Then occasionally open your hands, palms outwards. If you ever want to know the best people who
Yep.
do this, it's the Chemist Warehouse ladies or Brand Power ladies on TV. Look at the Brand Power ladies' hands.
I call them presenty fingers. You know, something is being presented because of the fingers.
I actually had an audition for Brand Power recently.
How'd that go?
It went really well. I got to the very end, but I haven't heard. Like I've heard they're just waiting and deciding. I could be the new lady on TV.
Okay.
Wow.
I know.
Well,
got the hands for it.
She's got the hands for it. And on that bombshell, time to wrap up the podcast. Have a great whatever rest of the day it is for you. And until we meet again, everybody.
Presenty hands.
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit
Yeah.
of the show.
And bit.